Hello, my name is Gabriel Dobrev and I am the CEO of Haemimont Games, the studio behind Tropico. The idea for Tropico 5 is to make a really bigger, better and more fun Tropico in every single aspect. So we are redoing everything from the graphics to the user interface, the way you interact with your basic economy. We're adding a lot of new features. There's a trade right now, there's a constitution that you define the key characteristics of your nation. There's also research that you can find different technologies and advance your knowledge about your island. And also there's exploration, so you uncover pieces of your island one by one and tap into its natural resources. There's also this era that Tropico now does not span, only in the Cold War, but it starts from the colonial times and goes to the modern times, and it covers all this time period. And while you're going through different eras, the rules of the game change so that your goals are different, the world powers are different. You start only with dealing with the crown, and then there's the Axis and the Allies, and there's the Soviet Union and the US, and finally there's all the world powers, China, the East, and so on. Well, the different eras have their own little bit different preludes. So, for example, in the colonial era, you get this mandate that the crown has given you, and whatever you have to, it's like a time limit that you have for the game. So if your mandate is over, you just lose the game. So basically there is ways to increase your mandate and to work with the crown in order for them to give you a little bit more time. And the ultimate goal is to make Tropico an independent nation. Yeah, there's different foreign powers to deal through the different eras, and each one of them you have different standing with them, and in order to improve your standing and maybe get some money from them or get better trade routes or in general survive more or less, you have to respond to their requests. You can turn them down, or you can choose which one you ally with, and sometimes you have to ally with one of them. In the world wars, it's very hard to stay independent, and they're always pushing to get an alliance with one of the world powers. So this is like a big political game that takes place outside of your island, but still is very important for the progress of your town. There's also one big feature. This is the multiplayer of Tropico. Yes. This is the absolutely, I would say, the crown feature of Tropico 5. You can play both competitive and cooperative multiplayer. You split in two teams and play on the same island. Every player has his own town and its own economy, his own economy. So you can trade with the other people. You can give them help. You can share. You can share the workforce with your friends, or you can share even raw resources and help their economy. So you have this raw resource, but they produce something else from it and export it. And so all of these can work in both as a team and competitively. There's this agenda task, and whoever wins the agenda task achieves it first. He gets the point. And the rest of the people are left with the other agenda task, and there's always several different agenda tasks running at the same time, so you have to pick your goals. So one of the tasks may be, okay, you get to 100 population, and the other may be just accumulate $100,000. And you have to choose, which one you're more likely to finish first and go for that one, because otherwise you may end up without the achievement point. And this makes for a really dynamic. All these tasks are different and they're randomly dropped at you. And this makes for a very dynamic gameplay. You don't know what's coming next, and you all see the new goal and you rush to complete it, and whoever wins, you move to the next goal. And sometimes you decide that, okay, I will give up this goal because there is no chance that I'm going to make it first. but I will focus on the next one because there's several active at the same time. Good?